Hello, all. My name is Ojo, and today I'll be presenting my informative speech on selecting a career path. My audience consists of two females, one in her mid 20s, the other one in her late 20s. Both females are college educated, professional, middle class income, successful black Christian women. Now, my audience, they have little or no experience with database. My topic is database administrator or developer, and from now on, I'll be referring to it as DBA. My goal is to inform my audience on how to become a DBA, and my specific goal is to inform my audience on how the skills learned as a DBA can be used to promote integrity by preserving information for for future use, just like those in the Bible times. Quick question. How many of us here at one point in time have ordered something online or searched for an information? I assume we all have. How about if I tell you a DBA made that possible? Now imagine how long it will take for you as a teacher to get all the grades for your students, and for you as a mental health professional to get the data of one of your clients from 3 years ago. That would be stressful. However, DBAs, they've designed this a tool to make it easier for us to access this information. Now, in the next 5 minutes, we'll be discussing on how to become a DBA, the processes and the steps, which includes the education level, the skills required, and the job growth. Now, let's talk about the education. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the entry level education for a DBA is a bachelor's degree. Now, this candidate possesses a bachelor's degree in information systems or computer science. Although the required education is a bachelor's degree, due to the high demand for DBAs, some entry level data jobs require a 2 year degree or an associate degree. This information is gotten from Philips. For candidates who are switching careers, alternatively, they can get a certification coupled with experience, both which can be offered by Oracle or Microsoft for their own specific vendor. This information is gotten from DNB. Now that we're familiar with the education required for DBA, let's look at the skills. The number one skills required for a DBA is analytical skills. DBAs must monitor a database to ensure that it works accurately and the performance to determine when any action is needed. They must evaluate complex information to come up with variety of sources. Another good skill required for a DBA is understanding of database language. Now, the database language used is called a structured query language, SQL. This language is used to access database and maintain database and manipulate databases. This information is gotten from w3schools.com. The last skill required for what the third one required for a DBA is to be detail oriented and problem solving. Working with databases require understanding of complex systems, and if the system goes down, the DBA needs to be able to troubleshoot it to get this information working. Now let's look at the job growth for a DBA. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the employment of database administrators (DBAs) is projected to grow 11% from 2016 to 2026, faster than the average job growth for all other occupations. Also, employment of DBAs is projected to grow 17% from 2016 to 2026 within the cloud computing firms, data processing, and hosting companies. Lastly, employment for DBAs is also projected to grow 20% within the computer systems design and related services industry. This is due to the high demand of cloud computing products by small and medium-sized companies who don't have enough for their own IT departments. Now, I'm going to show some of the graph to correspond with this. So this is a graph showing for the database administrator growth, the job growth, which as we can see it growing rapidly. Now let's also look at the salaries for DBS. DBS salaries does vary based on experience and years in the industry. This can go from $56,000 within the less than 1 year up until $101 with 10 plus years more experience. Now, this data represents that which is gotten from payscale.com, which also shows how the median salary goes from minimum to maximum. From here, we've all talked about a lot of information, discussed a lot of information on how to become a database administrator and the skills required, the education level, as well as the job roles. We also made mention of the salary and also how one can use this information to honor God by preserving information for future use and also presenting information with integrity. Now you all have seen the reason why I want to choose this career path as a database developer because I have a passion for it and I'm also working towards educating other people on how to become one if they look into this career path. Now, next time when you order products online or search for an information, just stop and think how a DBA must have organized this information in such a way that will make it easier for you to access. Now, with that, I will tell you that DBAs are actually lifesavers. Thank you. My name is Ojo, and I hope you have a great day.